Our next speaker is somebody who I personally feel grateful that she's here today. She's a leader in my community and in my region, and she's a leader in our state. We're very pleased to announce that Assemblywoman Christy Smith is now coming up to speak to our group. Come on up, Christy.
There's no rowdier bunch than teachers when they're away from school. I've learned that. I've had the privilege to present in front of a number of teacher groups, and I hope it's because in my first 6 months in office, I've earned the distinction of being an education champion, because it certainly is where my heart is. In fact, in my first, going on 7 months now, one of the questions I'm most frequently asked is, where were you a teacher? And I'm very proud to get that question, because I think that the way that I'm conducting myself and my work is speaking to the fact that you as a profession and our public education system are my highest priority in my legislative career. But thank you. Truth be told, I am not now, nor have I ever been a teacher. I have not played a teacher on TV. But I was that child you ran into as a teacher in the supermarket, and my jaw hit the floor and I was speechless, because I have held every teacher I have ever had in such esteem and such reverence based on the work that you do. You were the great imparters of knowledge. You were the nurse, you were the friend, you were the counselor, you were the support. You were the wind beneath the wings of students who really needed it. And sometimes those who didn't, but that just little extra measure set them on a course that they never found themselves discovering. And selfishly now, I am a greater advocate for teachers in public education, because I am the proud mother of a junior San Diego State University student in her pre-credential program. And have for the last couple of months since her graduation from UCLA advocated ferociously for my 23-year-old to consider a credential program, and I'm still working on that effort. When you graduate with a degree in American literature, culture, and society, you've kind of chosen a path already. She just doesn't know it yet. But I'm here today to share with you things that you already know. I don't need to tell any professional in this room that what makes a great teacher, first of all, is a heart and a passion to do the work. But second of all, meaningful training programs, induction, and then career-long, meaningful, supportive professional development and mentorship. If I'm privileged enough, will have 12 years to work in partnership with you toward those goals. And it's something that I am very, very excited to do. And it is an agenda I think we need to be as aggressive about as possible, particularly now when it comes to the induction piece and the ongoing professional development piece. You know that in our classrooms we face challenges like never before. There is language diversity, there is socioeconomic diversity, there is a new curriculum which all of you over the last decade have worked diligently to implement, and I'm sure that the curriculum development and change will continue. So while responding to the needs of students, implementing new curriculum, and meeting the challenge of making sure that we're closing what is a significant skills gap, particularly in the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics fields, we have a lot of work to do. But my invitation to you is to please partner with me, because the piece of that I most care about is making sure that you have the support that you need in your classroom every single day. I think that the first objective that I'd like to address in the next legislative session is looking statewide at teacher induction and how we get to a seamless and fully state-paid system of teacher induction. It is going to be a big, big ask. We may have to start incrementally. We may have to start with a few pilot programs. But based on salary levels across the state, there is absolutely no reason why a first-year teacher should come out of their credential program and then have to front thousands and thousands of dollars to clear a credential. It's utterly unacceptable. So how we do that, how we look at our best practice models statewide in districts that are already performing this work, how we look at inequities in that system is where I need your partnership and your support. I strongly encourage you, particularly if you have programs that you are very proud of, if you have challenges in your region that you think need to be addressed when it comes to induction, please reach out to my office. Our email is very easy. It's Assemblywoman.Smith, S-M-I-T-H, at ASM, abbreviation for assembly.ca for California, .gov for government. So Assemblywoman.Smith at asm.ca.gov. I want to hear from you. I want us to build on what's already great, what's already working. I want us to come together and really set as a priority this mission of supporting teachers, and especially supporting a new generation of teachers when we know that we are losing them within the first 3 to 5 years of their career because the challenges are just too great and the support hasn't been there. So with your help, I know that we can develop meaningful programming that will support those new young teachers, that as many of you start to plan on transitioning, hopefully some of you into administration because we're losing a lot of great people there as well. But as you transition to retirement, we have enough well-trained, well-supportive teachers to serve the students of California for decades to come. So please do reach out. I am also, though, concerned and happy to hear about any other concerns that you might have. And we all know that there are lots of them in K-12. And I am never shy about saying that a lot of the debate that we've had, particularly in the last decade, has been the siloed conversations about charters versus traditional public schools. And we have got to get to a point where that conversation goes back to its original intent, which is what's doing best for all of California's students, whether the traditional model or the charter model. We need to be learning best practices on both sides of that equation. So it is a great privilege to be here with you today. If you take away anything, please know that it is my hope and desire to be your greatest champion and your greatest ally in the state legislature, because there is so much more work that we need to do as a body on behalf of teachers. And I want to be your partner and your champion in that work. So thank you very much for the opportunity today, and enjoy the rest of your conference.